Hello again everyone. I have adjusted my microphone a little bit. I don't know if that's made any improvement. If it has, if you could let me know, that would be great. Welcome back, welcome back. Okay, just about get push and start. Here we go.
And ground, cockpit.
Go ahead, Captain.
Loud and clear, so is that better than it was before, would you say, yeah?
Roger that, ready for push. Power and air are clear, doors closed, we are ready for pushback. Please parking brake, please.
Okay, parking brake is off, cleared to push.
Brakes off, here we go.
Brilliant, that's great. Thank you both very much, I appreciate that. I just adjusted the just a few of the levels on it, so that's good. Will runway 34 and 16 close? Potentially. Just bearing in mind they may build there a new terminal in between the two runways. It would be in a great location, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see.
Push is complete, set parking brake, please.
Alright, brakes are set and pressure's normal.
Okay, sir, tow bar is off, pin is out, watch for the pin on the right.
Alright guys, thanks. You're cleared to disconnect. We will be watching for the pin and the release from guidance on the right side of the airplane, and we'll see you guys next time through.
Roger that, have a good flight.
Right, here we go. Taxi to runway 25 right. I'm not ignoring anyone in the chat. I'll just take off first, and then I'll do a bit more speaking then. Knots.
V1. Rotate. V2.
And there we go, everyone. That's us up out of Brussels, climbing up to 38,000 feet. So I'm hoping that Dublin gets the A380 one day, and it is supposed to eventually, but we'll see. The inaugural Qatar from Doha to Dublin is going to be an A350, because I'm actually flying over for the inaugural on the 12th of June, so that'll be good to see. Ah, brilliant. Shall do then. YouTube, is that better when I speak as well? Is it better? I adjusted my microphone, I was just saying, so hopefully that should have improved. Ah, that's excellent. Thank you very much. UK Aviation Spotter, is the 737 hard to fly? I'm really used to the Aerosoft A320. The 737 isn't hard to fly, no. When you learn to fly it, it's a much more hands-on approach than the A320. A lot less automation. I'll have a look. But yeah, I mean, I flew the Aerosoft A320 for Virtual British Airways and EasyJet and a whole load of other ones, but I personally prefer the 737. I've flown it in full flight simulators. I've done multiple hours in the full flight simulator along with Ryanair pilots and Jet2 pilots, and I just much prefer it. It's a nice plane to fly, and yeah. Aha. Oh, UK Aviation Spotter was. Oh yes, I remember now. That was the day the American 767 diverted, wasn't it? That was May 2015, about 2 years ago. Yeah, that's right. I remember. Hello, Prank V Live. Hello. Yeah, that was a fun day. That because that day I had arrived from Warsaw on the Wizz Air flight in the morning. I hadn't slept for about 36 hours at that point. Landed at Glasgow. Had 6 hours to wait for my train back to Newcastle. Did a little bit of spotting with ScotRail 82, and just as we were about to finish spotting at the Loganair hangar at Glasgow Airport, I looked on flight radar, got a 7700 alert, an emergency, and it turns out that just north of Glasgow there was an American 767 with an engine failure diverting into Glasgow. So I was absolutely shattered at the time. Quickly set up my tripod, camcorder, filmed it, and yeah, it was a fun day. But by the time I got back home, which was 9:30 at night, I was absolutely wrecked. But yeah, can't believe that was 2 years ago though. Aye. And a big hello to everyone who's joined the stream. We're just climbing through just about past 27,000 feet now. And we'll be landing in Dublin at 9:30 UK time. So just about another hour and 10 minutes and we'll be landing in sunny or very wet Dublin even. I'm good, thanks, and yourself? Now we're just passing over the Belgian and French coast, as you can see on the left there. That's looking down toward Ostend. Well, we're pretty much over Ostend. Down towards Dunkirk and towards Calais, so that's what we're looking over on the left hand side there. And just coming into view also is Dover as well, so shortly be heading over to the United Kingdom. Anyone recommend any 1/400 scale Gemini jets to purchase? No idea. I don't personally collect the Gemini ones. My cousin does, but no, yeah. Anyway, I'm not as fussed with them. Time to get the wine out. It'll be a beer for me. And my stomach doesn't do wine as well, so yeah. We'll go with a nice Tyskie or something. And the Ryanair wine will cost you £3. You'd be fortunate. For any of you conspiracy theorists out there, I've turned the chemtrails on, so I hope you're happy. And this is your captain speaking on behalf of Ryanair. We'd like to wish you a very good evening. Currently cruising at 38,000 feet at a ground speed of about 390 knots. 399 even. We expect to arrive in Dublin within the next hour. The weather's looking rather wet and rainy. Once again, we thank you for choosing Ryanair and we wish you a pleasant flight. Thank you. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Right, that's me done. Many thanks 99 Carnot, really appreciate that, and all the support too, thank you very much. Martin, could you show a map on the screen of where you are? Certainly. Right, there we are. So we are currently just east of Birmingham. You can take your life jackets off now, but make sure you get your parachutes ready. So we are just east of Birmingham. And there's the whole of Europe. So, our progress page. 266 nautical miles to run. Estimated time of arrival 20:31 Zulu. So we'll be landing at 9:30 UK time. I'll show you our planned arrival on the map too. So, we'll approach Dublin from the east. Our arrival is the Bagso 1 Lima arrival. We'll be landing on runway 28. Now the arrival takes us south of the runway, south of the ILS, and then it brings us in a loop back round. You can see that it takes you down to the south and then back up to establish. I've just had a look and there is ATC online, so hopefully what I usually do is ask if we can get a route direct to Latmo. Now you can see that waypoint in the FMC, and that waypoint is just here. It's right on the approach for runway 28, and it cuts that entire corner off really. It's not necessary to fly the whole approach. It's not necessary to fly the whole approach if there's basically any traffic. My apologies for the interruption there. Right, as I was saying, so basically on the star, we'll try and cut that corner off if we can, but if not, tough luck. The Yota Tube, I sincerely hope he is. I'm really pleased he joined before, and you too. I'm chuffed. So thank you both for joining. And the Yota tube. Do you have any plane spotting planned soon, or do you have anything you're going to film at all? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm back. Right, I'm just going to read through some of these comments. So, KLM A332, Ruba, very nice. Yota tube, because of this video, thinking of going to Brussels. Great idea. I don't know if you've seen, but I don't know if you read the Airliner World, but it was on about how they're expanding the mounds at Brussels for plane spotting, so that looks really good. 19Bootsy68, welcome back again, mate. Free to watch, how to play FIFA with the son. Excellent. And who? I was going to say who won, but that's a bit of a rhetorical question. Sick of getting beat. Oh well. That's what happens when you support Newcastle, I suppose. But well. Or is it Sunderland? Sorry, Sunderland. I'm not into my football. So. Audio 5x5. Thanks, 99 card out. Spencer Sobchak. Hello. Have I played Infinite Flight on iOS and Android? No. My internal phone memory is 8 gigabytes. Pretty much all of it's taken up with various apps, including Flight Radar, so Infinite Flight would be a needless waste of space, unfortunately. So, hello, Time Lord. Newcastle for you, Manchester United for Ethan. Well, I used to follow Arsenal quite a lot when you had the likes of Thierry Henry and so on playing, but yeah. When is the Spotters Mountain at Brussels supposed to be ready? I'm not entirely sure. Let me double check. I'm sure it was supposed to be either this summer or 2018. I'll just double check. Give us 2 minutes. How is your sky so blue? Oh, that is a good question. You're better asking the developers, not me. When are we beginning descent? We are beginning descent in 5 minutes. Am I using a plugin? No, I'm not. YouTube, I have found the article on the Brussels Airport mounds. I'm just reading it now. I've just found it. Don't worry, you're fine. YouTube, I've just had a look. That's the Brussels Airport article on the construction of the two mounds, but it doesn't say when they're going to be completed. So I'm not too sure, unfortunately. That article was released in... That article was released in on the 15th of February this year, so possibly this year, possibly, I don't know. I know that they've just begun work on the two new fire stations airside, so whether or not it's all part of the same work they're doing, we'll see. Aberdeen already has a mound. It's just not a lot of people know where it is, so... Have they finished repairing the terminal at Brussels yet? As far as I'm aware, they have. I'll just double check, but I think they have. Anyway, enough of me mumbling. We're now approaching our top of descent, so we'll be landing in Dublin very soon. And looking to our left there is North Wales, and a bit further on there is Anglesey over towards Carnarvon, and then we are pretty much just over Manchester from our current position. No, not the Bond hangar. It's at the end of runway 34. No, the spot at the end of runway 34, the mound, it's... No, it's in the middle of a field basically, but you need to know where to get to it, but you'd have to have a drive round and see where it is. I couldn't tell you. I am who I am. Explains crashing repeatedly, and every time it's restarting itself without warning. Saying thread stuck in this device driver. Any thoughts on how to fix this? I'm not an explain user. I've no idea, I'm afraid. All I can suggest is Google the problem, and Google, usually there's a thread somewhere that has a solution to those kind of things, either in a forum post or something. So just had a look, and we've got full AT, not full ATC, we've got ATC coming into ATC coming into Dublin. No, this isn't X-Plane, this is 110% Flight Simulator X. It's the deluxe edition, so yeah. Jacob McGregor, what's up with your first officer panels? Basically what I've done is I have disabled the first officer displays because, believe it or not, it does help with your frame rates. So I don't use them. There's no first officer sat there to use them, so there's no point having them displayed really. So yeah. Project Fly map. Very good, very good. The difference in frames, it's not so much visible on this PC. It's got a better processor than my old PC, but it was something like 6-7 frames per second. Sounds daft, but genuinely that is what it was on my previous PC. I couldn't tell you what it is on this because I honestly don't know. So. And top of the morning to you as well, thank you. It sounds, it doesn't sound a lot, but genuinely when you've got a bad processor like I had, then 6 to 7 frames per second, really, you do notice it, but this is a 6-core processor, it's a lot faster, so I haven't really noticed a massive difference, if I'm honest. So yeah. How long till you land? Nicky Scott, hello there. I shall be landing at 9:30 UK local time, or in 20 minutes to be precise. Jacob McGregor, where are you flying after when you land? I won't be flying anywhere else this evening. That'll be me for today. On the other hand, I may do a live stream tomorrow somewhere, probably to somewhere in the UK, Leeds, Gatwick. I've already done Gatwick. If anyone has any suggestions on where to fly tomorrow, pop them in the comments, and we'll stick them in a hat and we'll see what comes out. And wherever it is, as long as it's not more than an hour or two, I'll fly there tomorrow. Right, here we go, ATC.
Good evening, Center, Ryanair 75 City. Ryanair 3, Hotel Lima, Shannon Control, good evening, squawk, confirm squawk 6610. Squawk 6610, Ryanair 75.
Shannon, good evening, Ryanair 3, Hotel Lima, Information Golf 738, passing 160.
Ryanair 3, Hotel Lima, Shannon Control, good evening, apologies, confirm your squawk 6610.
Hey firm, 6610 in the box, Ryanair 3, Hotel Lima.
Ryanair 3, Hotel Lima, Shannon, thanks, have you identified, continue Ramox, Bagso 1, Lima, arrival, landing runway 28, descend flight 120.
Ramox and Bagso 1 Lima, descend flight level 120, Ryanair 3, Hotel Lima.
KLM 116, clear to enter, line of takeoff from the 28 surface windows count.
Clear takeoff runway 28, KLM 116.
Ryanair 75, Shannon, squawk mode Charlie, and squawk 6611.
evening, Shannon Control. 4920 is on the ground at Dublin, span 301 with information go for an A320 ready to copy IFR to Trondheim.
Qantas 4920 Shannon Control, good evening, clearance is to Trondheim. It'll be a rotative 1 Alpha Department 28. Climbing initially flight level 900 near squawking 6667.
Okay, Trondheim route 1 Alpha departure, runway 28, initially climb flight level 90, squawk 6667, Qantas 4920.
Qantas 4920, Shannon, you'll be back correct. Information, hotel and current, QNH checks 1015, you can report ready.
Okay, information, hotel QNH 1015, we'll call ready, Qantas 4920.
Ryanair 88, stand 124, request push and stop.
Ryanair 818, your start on stand is approved, standby for the push. I've a dash 8 off your left to taxi out.
Start on stand approved, hold position a bit of that traffic on everybody.
And Shannon, Ryanair 3 Hotel Lima, is there any chance of a direct LAPMO at all?
Ryanair 3 Hotel Lima, no problem at all, you can turn left direct to LAPMO, descend to 3000 feet, QNH 1015 for a straight in ILS, and there's up to 3000 behind.
3000 1015 direct LAPMO and 3000 level LAPMO, thanks very much, 3 Hotel Lima.
Joint 132, we're Boeing 747, requesting clearance for circuit training with information hotel.
Johnny 132, Shannon, all copy. There'll be left-hand circuits from a 283,000 squawking 0104.
Left-hand circuits 300104, Johnny 132.
Ryanair 75, descend flight level 150. Ryanair 75, descend flight level 150.
Shannon Jersey 62, ready connecting.
Jersey 62, taxi straight ahead, link 5, Papa 1, make a left turn, taxi down, runway 16, hold short, runway 28, QNH remains 1015.
Shall I say again for Jersey 62, a little bit slow, I'm trying to next down. Down.
Jersey 62, taxi straight ahead, link 5, Papa 1, left turn, taxi down, runway 16, hold short, runway 28.
Link 5, Papa 1, left onto 16, next down, hold short, 28, for Jersey 62. Shannon information off of PT7 line.
November 5930 uniform requesting straight out departure runway 28.
November 5930 uniform monitoring uniform 122 decimals. KLM 116, climb flight level 350.
KLM 116, climb at flight level 350.
Channel information off Whiskey 279. Alpha Whiskey 279, channel passenger message.
Alpha Whiskey 279, we're going to West 139. We are out of Bantry, walking 0105. We're going to be routing to Kinsale with an ETA of 2137 local, and then we'll be going back to Cork Airport. We'll be remaining clear of the Cork control zone, Henry.
Alpha Whiskey 279 on copy, Cork QNH 1016, remain clear of control airspace, you can remain your frequency flight information, no known observed traffic to effect. You can report on the ground and consent.
K1016 will remain clear of airspace and no traffic to effect. We'll report on the ground. Alpha Whiskey 279.
Ryanair 818, after the Aer Lingus A320 has passed behind you, your right to left, your push is approved.
After the Lingus A320 passes, right to left push on first and 124, Ryanair 818.
That's 160.
Ryanair 75, heading 280.
Channel 260.
Jersey 62, pass your message.
Right, can you just confirm the plate down runway 16? Jersey 60.
Yeah, Jersey 62, you're cleared, left turn via Papa 1, taxi down runway 16 all the way to the end, hold short 28.
Already cleared down 16 to hold 28, Jersey 60, thanks.
Ryanair 3 Hotel Lima. Ryanair 3 Hotel Lima from Lampmo, intercept localizer, clear the left runway 28, report established.
From Lampmo, intercept the localizer and clear the ILS to it. Thanks, 3 Hotel Lima.
Speedbird 183 leaving the airspace.
Speedbird 183 leaving control airspace, radar control service terminates, Unicom 1228, Hamilton, outside to Kennedy, bye-bye.
Monitor Unicom 1228, have a good evening. Speedbird 183.
Giant 132, push to start approved, QNH 1015.
1015, push to approve time 132.
Ryanair 75, descend altitude 3000 feet, QNH 1015. Jersey 61, reaching clear center line of takeoff from 828, surface wind 190 degrees, less than 5 knots.
Sorry, is that clear for takeoff on 28 for Jersey 60?
Yeah, Jersey 62, clear takeoff from 828, surface wind is calm.
Clear for takeoff for runway 28 Jersey 60.
Fully established 28, 3 Hotel Lima.
Echo 272, Shannon.
Echo 272, go ahead.
Echo 272, route south of Host.
Route 10 hours, Echo 272.
Echo 272, not above 500 feet, 1015.
We're descending straight down to 500, 1015, Echo 272.
2500. Traffic. Traffic.
Ryanair 3 Hotel Lima, clear to land runway 28 surface with discount traffic information. You've a police helicopter, he's at your 9 o'clock. 1 mile, he's below 500, no factor.
28 cleared land and got that traffic at 9 o'clock, 3 Hotel Lima.
Ryanair 175, turn right heading 100, right turn heading 100.
Turn right heading 100, Ryanair 75. Ryanair 818 is Western Alpha Tango 1, request taxi.
Jersey 62, report your passing altitude.
4,800 a minute, they're holding at 5.
Jersey 62, that check identified on departure, climb level 250.
250, Jersey 62.
Cleared for takeoff runway 28, KLM 7606.
KLM 6076, less talking, more action, go.
3 Hotel
Ryanair
Lima.
3 Hotel Lima, go around.
Going around 3 Hotel Lima.
3 Hotel Lima, when able, make a left turn heading 190.
Left turn 190, 3 Hotel Lima.
Traffic. Traffic.
Just 4920 is ready for pushback and startup.
Qantas 4920, Shannon, there looks to be an aircraft behind blocking, but with consideration to that traffic, your push and start is approved, QNH 1015.
Okay, once the traffic is clear, push and start approved, QNH 1015, Qantas 4920.
Ryanair 3 Hotel Lima, turn left heading 100 for Delmont.
Left heading 100, 3 Hotel Lima.
KLM 116, leaving control airspace, radar control service, turn into Unicom 128 on my side to east, bye.
China 132, ready for taxi.
China 132, straight ahead, link to Fox 1, Echo 1, hold short 2 ways.
Big 2, Fox 1, Echo 1, hold short 2 ways, China 132. Echo 272, 500 feet, Dublin Bay, returning to bow, we'll call you approaching bow.
Echo 272, just copying out about 1500 feet, and you can report balance size.
Over 1500 report balance for Echo 272.
798, I think 790.
Shamrock 190, clear takeoff from E28 surface when this count. Ryanair 818, apologies, straight ahead, link 5, Papa 1, left turn, taxi down runway 16, hold short runway 28.
Straight ahead, link 5, Papa 1, left turn down 16, hold short 28, Ryanair 818.
KLM 116, am I out of your space?
Yeah, KLM 116, I already called you about 2 minutes ago, leaving control airspace, radar control service terminate, Unicom 128 on this flight, bye-bye.
128, thanks, KLM 116.
Giant 132, after departing Air Lingus A320, enter land runway 2828.
I'm departing A320, line up away 2810 132.
Ryanair 75, turn right heading 250.
Right heading 250, Ryanair 75. Micro 272 balance, hold on outside, descending in, looking to show flight from.
Echo 272, frequency change approved, plan close 2030, surface wind check 190 less than press.
Frequency change approved, plan close, just for service, Echo 272.
Ryanair 3 Hotel Lima, turn left heading 010, base flight.
Left heading 010, the base like 3 Hotel Lima.
Equity 7 India Bravo Shannon, are you looking for an ILS approach into Knock?
Yeah, we'll take the ILS into 26.
Equity 7 India Bravo Shannon, file copy, you can redirect to a new
Directed Newland now for 7 India Bravo.
Ryanair 3 Hotel Lima, turn left heading 270, clear ILS 28, call assumption.
270 and we'll report establish 3 Hotel Lima.
Shamrock 190, climb follow 350. Shamrock 190, climb follow 340.
And Shannon, Ryanair 3 Hotel Lima.
Ryanair 3 Hotel Lima, pass the message.
Yeah, in the event of a second missed approach, can we just get straight ahead runway heading and we'll be going to Knock, diverting to Knock in the event of a missed approach.
Ryanair 3 Hotel Lima, I have a 747 lined up on runway. I know the pilot, there will be no need for a go around, he knows what he's doing. So continue approach once the surface wind is calm.
That's fine, thanks. Just in the event. Thanks, 3 Hotel Lima.
Giant 132, clear takeoff runway 82. Giant 132, clear takeoff, 28 surface wind is count.
Clear for takeoff, runway 28, Giant 132.
Qantas 4920, link 3, Fox 2, Fox 1, Echo 1, hold short, runway 28.
Link 3, Fox 2, Fox 1, hold Echo 1, runway 28, Qantas 4920.
Ryanair 818, continue holding short, runway 28, 1 to depart, 1 to land.
Holding short to hit runway 818.
Giant 132, passing 1,500.
Giant 132, thanks, your RC check, 10 foot on departure, left turn heading 190, left traffic runway 28.
Left 190, copy, Giant 132.
Ryanair 3 Hotel Lima, clear to land 28, surface wind is calm, 190 degrees less than 5.
Clear to land to it, thanks, 3 Hotel Lima.
Echo 87 India Bravo, you can descend 3,000 feet, con up to QNH is 10132 level in Lima.
1013 to be level by, down at 3000 level in Nula, 7 India Bravo.
Giant 132, turn right heading 100 for downwind.
Turn left heading 100, turn 132.
Ryanair 818 after landing, company 737, enter line up and wait runway 28.
Still landing, company 737, line up and wait runway 28, Ryanair, hey buddy.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
United 107, leaving control airspace, radar control service terminate, Unicom 122.8, having a flight to Dulles, good night.
Oh, Unicom wants to do that flight, United 107, heavy, thanks.
Ryanair 75 is on the alot, runway 28.
Ryanair 239, China Control, thanks very much for calling me, appreciate it. Hold position.
3 Hotel Lima on the Bravos.
Ryanair 3 Hotel Lima, left turn hotel, hold short 1634.
Hotel, hold short 1634, 3 Hotel Lima.
Ryanair Ryanair 239, apologies, I didn't realise you were on.
Yeah, Ryanair 239, that's no problem. Cleared Edinburgh, road tab 1 off departure runway 28. Initial climb 1290, squawk 6665. Ryanair 818, clear takeoff 28, surface windows scan.
Clear takeoff to Ryanair 818.
Channel control Seabird 294, flight level 340.
Seabird 294, channel control, good evening, squawk 7666.
Squawk 7666, Seabird 294.
Ryanair 239, Shannon's copy clearance.
Ryanair 239, click the EGPS, road tab 1 alpha departure runway 28, flight level 090, squawk 6665.
Ryanair 239, your readback is correct. You can line up and wait now, runway 28.
Line up and wait runway 28, Ryanair 239.
Seabird 924, Shannon, have you radar identified on the squawk, clear direct res, and all maintain your level 340.
Maintain level 340, Seabird 294.
Echo 7 India Bravo, Shannon, position 25 nautical miles east of the field from Manila, clear establish localizer, runway 26, report establish.
From Manila, cleared, intercept localizer 26, will report established Echo News. Bravo.
Ryanair 818, squawk 1 Charlie.
Code is what color, Ryanair 818.
Ryanair 818, thanks, have you identified on departure, clear direct road tab, climb level 250, free speed.
Climb flight level 250, is that direct road test? Sorry, Ryanair 818. Right.
818, from direct road tab, speed is yours.
Many thanks, direct road test, no speed, Ryanair 818.
Ryanair 239, clear takeoff, runway 28, surface windows count.
Ryanair 239, clear for takeoff.
3 Hotel Lima, holding short 1634.
Ryanair 3 Hotel Lima, my apologies, clear cross runway 1634, link 4, and stand 123.
Stand 123, straight ahead, link 4, thanks. 3 Hotel Lima.
Michelle Alpha PG79, we're now approaching Kinsale, will be on the ground for about 15 minutes, and then onwards to Cork. Alpha PG279, Shannon Roger, flight plan temporary close 2041, I'll get a call when you're ready to go to board again. Okay, we'll call everyone again, Alpha PG279.
Ryanair 75 is on the ILS, runway 28.
Ryanair 75, continue approaching, minimum approach speed.
New approach, Ryanair 75.
Ryanair 239, right turn direct to road tab, climb flight level 150.
239, 7 right, direct to the road tab. Can you repeat the flight level?
Confirmed 150.
Flight level 150, Ryanair 239.
Qantas 4920, apologies, continue holding short, I call out get you out before the landing traffic reach 3 miles from touchdown, and after the landing, Ryanair 737, you can enter line up and wait for me to it.
No problem, line up and wait behind the landing, Ryanair 737, Qantas 4920.
4920, I'm brave, just like that, brave. Ryanair 753, land 28. Ryanair 753, land 28, surface in this camp.
And a very warm welcome to Dublin. That was interesting. Goodness me, I've only just looked on the live stream, wow. Slightly few more comments and a slightly few more viewers than the two I had on Wednesday. Let's have a look. Hello everyone. Thank you to everyone who's joined. Everyone who's been watching, thank you. Should have come to knock, yeah, that would have actually been my preference to divert to be honest. Right, let's hello everyone. Yeah, well we landed in the end anyway. I was just when I looked on TCAS I could see there was a plane on the runway, but then when that KLM called up to say he was actually going, I couldn't believe it. But the standard missed approach for Dublin is actually straight ahead 279 degrees, so the runway heading up to 3000, but instead I got an early left turn, so it was a bit more had to hand fly it just that little bit there, but not to worry. Thank you. Michael Forbes, was that my first go around? No, it wasn't my first go around. It was my first go around on live stream. So yeah, I hope that was interesting for everyone to watch. It was interesting to fly, I can say that, with live ATC. Okay, Chris Addison, thank you very much. Adrian Burke, I'm the KLM 2 o'clock. Just a question to Adrian Burke. There are 2 KLMs from Dublin on Vatsim. You weren't the one that made me go around at all, were you? I hope not anyway. How long was the flight? Let's get the cockpit lit up. The flight was about 1 hour 20 odd. Dublin looks completely different. I'm using Aerosoft Dublin. There's a KLM 937 there now. Yeah, I think I think that's the one. Oh well, that's okay. So you weren't responsible for, right? That's okay. I apologise. Nathan Gray was the Augusta Westland 279. Interesting. Michael Forbes, the Guinness is on you. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Jacob McGregor. Bootsy68. KLM 116, yeah. Made it interesting. I thought we were gonna have, yeah, that traffic. I was a bit concerned about that. To be honest, I was more concerned about that traffic at the end of 2-8 than that. Dylan Duffield is already gone. I also apologise on behalf of my KLM colleague. And I thought Ryanair was bad. He couldn't even expedite his departure on a 3-mile final. I mean, goodness. Okie dokie. Well, that was interesting. Thank you to everyone today who's watched. Everyone that watched the first one from Dublin to Brussels. I know a lot of you have tuned in, so thank you very much for doing so. Thank you very much, Chris. Absolutely, that would be good. That would be good. What server am I on? I'm on Vatsim. Vatsim. So it's you've got people behind, like I'm doing a virtual flight now. You've got others who do ATC or do other flights. So there's loads, and that's what really makes it interesting. So it adds a lot of realism to it. Thank you for watching, Michael. Hopefully I've had a few suggestions for what we're going to do tomorrow. Thank you very much, YouTube, as well. I appreciate that, mate. One of the suggestions given... Hello, Dan. It's Scott Rail 82. Hello. You've just missed all the fun. I've had a few suggestions for tomorrow, so possibly Doncaster may be in the mix. RJ85. We've had suggestions of Chania in Greece. So we've had suggestions of Doncaster, Knock, Chania. Is this normal time for streaming for you every... I don't stream every day. I'm going to try and concentrate it. I'm going to try and concentrate at the weekends, because that tends to be when mostly everyone's a week. I'll probably just stream a couple during midweek as well, depending on how my work goes. If I have a day when it's raining, I can't work, so I'll do a bit of flight sim. So it just balances it out. Thank you very much, Adrian. Appreciate that. Enjoy your flight out of Dublin, and make sure you don't get a rejected takeoff. Interesting procedural service here. Yep, just a bit. Yeah, Chania is probably out of the question, to be honest. I think we'll do something UK central. So Bootsy68 suggested Doncaster. Someone else suggested a Flybe, I think. I don't fly the Dash 8, I only fly the RJ85 and 737, so... I'm trying to go back through the comments to find where these suggestions were made. So the suggestions were Aberdeen, Manchester, Doncaster... Shannon, Gatwick, Knock, Stansted, Belfast, Forbes, suggested City Jet Charter. That's exactly what it is. Have I been... I did, yes. Me and Scott Rail 82 did a flight to Amsterdam. I flew in the RJ85 and he flew in the 737. I think it was last night or the night before. we did that. That was good fun, that, actually. But Amsterdam, we could do that again, definitely. Edinburgh Gatwick, A380, no chance, I'm afraid, Michael Owen. There's no chance of an A380. Yeah, they are. They're all terrible. Plus, I'll be honest, I'm not a massive big plane person. I like my small stuff. So, yeah, that's just me. I used to do long. A few years ago, I used to do mega long hauls with British Airways Virtual in the 777 and 747, and I just didn't enjoy it. So I'm not a massive fan, but hey ho. Durham Tees to Amsterdam, good shout. Gatwick Belfast, Gatwick, possibly when ATC's on. Yeah, we'll have a look, see what's on. What I shall do for tomorrow, I'll schedule something in advance, and if you all have it should in theory show up in the subscriptions when it's scheduled, probably around about 6-7 o'clock tomorrow evening, and I'll try and include some of your suggestions. We'll see what we can do. But thanks to everyone. Lanzarote is a no-go, sorry. Thanks to everyone who's watched this afternoon, really appreciate it, and I'm going to call it a night now. So thanks for everyone tuning in. A shout out to everyone, because I really appreciate you taking the time to watch and comment. So it really brings it to life a little bit. Dublin, Liverpool, Knock, Dublin, Gran Canaria. Yeah, we'll see. Take care, everyone. Thanks for watching, and have a good evening, everyone. Really appreciate it. Thanks. Bye bye, everyone. Goodbye.